Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, hit it.
Welcome to the counselor's office.
That is right. We are back in the counselor's office and doing something different, just a little different for your beautiful faces. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Hit that like button if you enjoy the green screen setup. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You've been waiting for it. Here is my Yawning review. Dawning. That's right, Dawning. So, let's start off with the big, the bold, the jazz, right? Like, what do we care about? Loot, right? We care about the schloot. And I'm here to tell you, none of it really matters. Absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it matters. There's only maybe a choice in this. Let me just start off by saying this is very subjective, right? Very subjective. If you are coming into watching this video and you're saying, you know what, I'm an Albedo fan. I love that glaive. It is the best glaive that ever existed. Guess what? You came in here with your preconceived thoughts. Nothing I say was really going to change it. So why are you even here? No, this is for people who are either new or maybe they're wanting to come back and they're wondering, is it worth it? Is the Dawning and any of the weapons, is the schloot, is it worth it? No, not at all. Listen, the only thing that I would even maybe consider is the LMG, which is solar, and it can get some really good rolls, like rewind rounds, incandescent. Those are like the things that pop out for me. So yes, it's serviceable if you don't have a good LMG. Yes, the Avalanche is a solid choice for you people who may not have like a God Roll commemoration. But if you have a God Roll commemoration or even Thing of... Are you Thing? I'm not for sure. It is the Crota's LMG. It's Arc. And then we obviously have Void and commemoration. So if you're wanting to fill out your package with Solar, Avalanche is a solid way to go. But it's nothing meta-defining. That's the key thing, right? Nothing here is meta-defining. And I would even go and say is the Fusion Rifle, Glaciocasm, is both PvE and PvP rolls that are just chef's kiss. However, if you don't like high-impact fusions, you're not going to like this one. Let's just get that through there. Even for PvP or PvE, if you don't like high impacts, you're not going to like this. If you don't like fusions, then this doesn't apply to you, right? It doesn't apply to you at all. Nothing here is of real consequential value. That means if I don't get it now, I'll hurt about it later, right? It'll hurt me because I'm not going to have this for day one raids. I'm not going to have this for comp. None of this matters. None of it is anything that you have to go out of your way to chase. Mr. Gaming Counselor, I really want to know. Is it worth coming back for this salute? No. I'm going to be honest with you, because if you're wanting to play other games, there's a lot of other games that have Christmas events. Maybe you only have time for a couple of games, and you want to pinpoint, right? This is the video for you. No, absolutely not. If you are spending time chasing loot anyways, why are you here? Why are you commenting in this video like, I just think this is the best thing ever. You're just stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. Why are you here? Bye, Felicia. Bye. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Christmas event is probably the most disappointing out of all of them, because they brought a brand new glaive, right? Brand new glaive, and it's stasis, right? No, it's not stasis. It's so brain dead. I'm just trying to formulate a sentence, but it is so stupid that it is not stasis. It was a win, right? There was a way to make people care about the new glaive, and it's Arc. It makes no sense, because this is the same event that they introduced the first ever stasis sword. In fact, I think it's still the only stasis sword we have in this event. And it introduced a very specific sword or melee perk called Cold Steel, where hits would cause freeze. Man, that sounds like a really cool perk to have. It was on a glaive. Imagine that. Using a melee weapon, a glaive, and getting the effect of chill clip, right? Essentially chill clip. We didn't get that. They didn't introduce the first ever stasis glaive, which would have made sense. And it's not like, oh, well, they only introduced new things for like in-game activities or GMs or as like a seasonal blah, 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 blah. No, they've literally introduced, historically, they've introduced the first stasis sword. They did not do it for a glaive. That is how little thought they took. And that is like the cornerstone of this review, this overall opinion that I have. They put no actual thought into this activity. After all the negative press, after having the community literally nosedive, after losing countless amounts of money, you would think they would put some thought into this time around, right? They've got to earn some love from the community, right? They're going to do something to really bring in the community, like, hey, you got to come back. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Nothing. There was no lick of effort put into this Yawning. Zero. Absolutely zero. And I'm going to give an opinion. And people are like, well, it's always been that way. It's always been that way, Mr. Game Counselor. Why are you just now complaining about it? Guess what? I've always complained about it, but now I'm putting it into a video. And this is kind of like encapsulating, we're at the end of the life of the game. And this is kind of like the overarching, hey, this has been an issue. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about, right? So the loot. It's very dismissible. And you could argue, well, this is just a free-to-play event. Obviously, there's not going to be anything meta-defining. But again, why not? Why couldn't they introduce things that people really want to chase after? It's free to play, yes, but they have an opportunity to win some grace, some favor back from the community. Hey, we put some really fun roles, things that you really should chase after. We want this to be a really fun event. We want you to care about the loot. You can do that. Only, like I said, if you're Glacioclasm's kind of hot right now. Outside of that, it's not meta-defying. Nothing about this loot is meta-defying. It's just kind of like, if you don't have it, you can get these items. They fill in the archetype or the elemental type for that category, and you're just grabbing it to plug it in for if you ever need it. But nothing is actually defining. But what about the activity, right? Mr. Gaming Counselor, what is the activity? What is going on? Why are you so riled up about the Dawning? What's so bad about it? Well, let's talk about the quest, right? You come in, you see Granny Ava, and she sits in there. She gives you a quest, two quests. One is for the new memento, which is the thing. This is, if I were to tell you if anything is valuable, it's gotta be the memento. It looks really clean. Like, they really did a great job but here, and I'll get to that point in a minute, right? I have to give them credit where credit's due. The memento looks great. It looks great, right? Don't get your pitchforks out just yet. It looks great. Honest to God. Is it worth your time? That's subjective. That's subjective. However, you might want to hear what I have to say about the whole process of gaining it to determine whether it's worth it, right? So let's listen for ears, right? Let's give this a thought. Yes, I'm doing this without a script. I'm also doing this in front of a camera and a green screen. It's very uncomfortable for me. That's why I said I'm doing something a little different than I normally do, especially for a review. So, just give me some feedback, but also give me some grace. Just a little grace, okay? So you're doing this quest. And what you have to do to get the ornament unlocked is throw snowballs. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you waiting for me to give you more? That's it, literally it. Yes. So you kill things to make snowballs, and then you have to upgrade those snowballs by buying things from Eva, whatever her name, Granny. You know, you gotta go to Granny. And that's it. That's how you unlock the ornaments, or the ability to start getting the ornaments. You do get a freebie for completing it, which is good, but that's it. That's it. That's the quest. It's upgrading snowballs, throwing snowballs after you create them, And that's it. Fun, right? So what about like the weapons, right? You get to focus the weapons. You get to get what you want. That sounds awesome. So how do I do this? You make cookies. Again, were you expecting more? No, that's you literally just go down the pages and you make cookies for every NPC in the game. And then that's it. That's the quest. The main quest is done. Isn't that fun? That's great. They really put effort into changing things up this year. Now, what about the loot? What about the loot? What about mementos? Surely it's worth your time and effort. Well, let's backtrack. The things that you do is snowballs, cookies. That's the event. That is it. If you wanted to know if it's worth doing your time, all you do is throw snowballs and make cookies. That is the Dawning event in a nutshell. I wish I was joking. I really wish. You want to know what actually is the Dawning? Open up the store and there's your Dawning. There is 90% of the Dawning is the microtransactions, the event page. The other 10% is snowballs but hey, that doesn't sound too bad. Just give people cookies and then you get weapons. That sounds fantastic. You get mementos. You get like a really cool memento. Mr. Gaming Counselor, why are you complaining? That sounds like a sweet deal. Yeah, it's a sweet deal until you realize you have to get 3 different ingredients. Well, technically it's more than that, but you have to get the Dawning, essence of Dawning. And then there's another, I don't actually remember what it's called. It's Dawning something. I call it the Dawning sunshine, because it's a star and it's like, oh my God, you're so happy. And then you get all the different ingredients, which you could say is more than one, but I packaged it together because it's the ingredients you need to make all the different cookies. But there's like a lot of different ones, which you get from just playing the game. The other two, you get the essence of Dawning by completing activities, which it's very broken. I mean, it's so boring and so unbalanced that there's people are cheesing doing the end of the Lightfall mission, the very first one that's free to everyone, and just doing a checkpoint to get the essence, because it's so much quicker to do that than actually play the game. In fact, I did a hard difficulty coil and then the seasonal activity right now. I did the hardest difficulty. I got platinum, and you just get like that. You get that much essence. Spend about an hour and you get that much essence. When I feel like it should be like 100 essence, but you don't even get that much. You need like over 100, right? The point is that earning this essence, which is the core function of how you are going to make cookies, you need that Dawning essence in order to make cookies. To do anything, you need Dawning essence. So, right off the rip, it does not reward you based on your time spent. It's just like pocket change, pocket change, pocket change, pocket change. What? You want Dawning essence? Well, you've got to do 3,000 runs of Gambit. Ha ha hee ha. Isn't that fun? Raids? Oh, you'd like to raid? Oh, sorry. You're really not going to get anything until the very end. And even then, you're not going to get a lot. And yes, this has been an ongoing issue. This isn't new. I'm talking about, this is the culmination of all the years. Bungie is in the hole. They have to reinvent. They have to be productive and actually try to win some graces from the community, because they've been dropping the ball. And they didn't do that here. And so I'm going to give my criticism of a whole of this general activity than just, well, it was like this last year. I don't care. I'm talking about this year and circumstances we're currently in where people are tired. And so we're going to talk about that. Now, the next ingredient, like I said, it was like the Dawning sunrise. You get it essentially from killing things. That's kind of it. Or at least I have the ship. Pro tip, if you want to actually get the Dawning material, whatever the heck it's called, you use this ship, and every time you get a kill or something, it has a chance to produce it. I have like max of this material versus essence, which I play the game and it just get like nothing. So you have to chase that ingredient, and you have to chase this ingredient, and then the overall ingredients you need, like the ingredients for the topping, for like the flavor. Then you need like the surprise taste, texture, or whatever. You have to do so many different things to get so many different flavors for your ingredient to make one singular cookie. And can you really target farm it? No, because if, for instance, my biggest issue was trying to get a dark flavor, and you could only get it from stasis kills. And so I'm using a stasis gun, and I'm shooting and killing things with stasis, and I'm getting every other freaking ingredient besides the one I need. Perfect balanced. You get the one for something headshot kills, you get something for multi kills, you get something for blast kills, but I'm getting stasis kills and it's not giving me an ingredient I want. So you're wasting your time getting all these different ingredients except the one you want, because there's no real way to target it because it's all random. Stupid. Very, very freaking stupid. So there's that annoyance, right? But hey, Mr. Gaming Counselor, what if you get all the ingredients? Surely you get rewarded for all that time and effort that you took to grind out all these different materials, to make some cookies. I'm sure you get some great awards. I'm glad you asked, Jimmy, because I had 16 cookies, just base 16. And after turning in all those cookies, do you know how many presents I got? 3. That's right. You do all that work, and it's not even guaranteed that you get presents. I got 3. Now, your art, that could have been bad RNG. You might get maybe 5 or 6. But I did 16 cookies, and I got 3 packages. Isn't that great? Isn't that worth your time? Isn't that fantastic? But Mr. Gaming Counselor, surely even with those 3 packages, you can get a memento out of it. Isn't that cool? Yeah, but it's not guaranteed. That's right. I opened, 2, 3 packages, and I didn't get a memento. It's not guaranteed. It's like every other that you get it, but that means you have to hope that you get enough packages, and then if you're really wanting to farm for the memento, you're not even guaranteed. So you're not guaranteed to get material that you want, to make the cookies you want, to get to the person, and then you're not even guaranteed to get presents out of that. But even if you get the presents, you're not even guaranteed to get the memento you're farming for. You see the problem here? How it does not reward you? It is nothing but a padded way to make you waste your time, to make you think that you're doing something when all you're doing is generic, boring chores. You are not doing anything new, unique. You're not actually doing anything fun. You're doing the most bare minimal, boring task. Sure, if you are getting this materials just by playing the game and then, you get a couple of presents together, that's great. You're like, oh, it's just a little cherry on top. But if you genuinely want the things in this event, it is a slog. It is unrewarding. But there's more. Wait. What if you want to focus? That's right. They brought focusing to the Dawning so you can get multiple perks on guns. That's cool. You have to use the other material, the Dawning Surprise, or whatever the heck it's called. And then you use a package to focus a weapon, one weapon, and then you get double perks. That's a great deal. But you also get Dawning Mementos with that, right? 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 No! You don't! No! When you use a package to focus a weapon, you don't get mementos. That's right, you have to choose. You have to choose, do I want a weapon or do I want the memento? Even though the memento's not even guaranteed. But if you focus a weapon, you're guaranteed to get a weapon out of it. Imagine that. So you have to choose what you're wanting, and one is guaranteed while the other isn't even guaranteed. Isn't that fun? Are we having fun yet? Isn't this is fun? There's going to be people down in the comments that are going to try to convince you and me that I'm wrong, that this is such a great event. You know what's sad is that if you look at the Festival of the Cost, it doesn't even look like the Festival of Cost anymore. In fact, I would give it Festival of the Lost more credit because at least they did something different. We have Lost Sectors, and yes, that's very boring, but at least they did something. This event, all you do is make cookies and throw snowballs. How original. There was more thought process put into the cosmetics that you need to spend real cash to buy than the actual event. And I get it's free to play, but we have to stop using this excuse of, well, it's free to play, so it's okay. No. It's free to try. It's free to try. The game isn't free. I have to still pay for aspects of the game. So let's throw that out the window. New players have to pay to really play the game. So get that out of your mind. This isn't like Diablo or Fortnite. Like Fortnite, 100% free. Not only that, Fortnite has its own creative mode, and there's games within the game. It's crazy how much free content they have. Literally Rocket League, Guitar Hero, and Lego Minecraft for free. But Destiny can't afford to make anything eventful in their events. You know what you get for your events in Destiny? You get a mall. You get a shopping mall. You get the privilege of logging in and going through your digital mall of what you want to buy. And when you buy it, congratulations, you've just experienced the dawning. Isn't that fun? Wasn't that great, kids? Isn't that great? Santa came early, except you get to pay for your presents. There's going to be people here who are brain dead, smooth brain, that will fight to try to justify their purchases, to justify their time spent, to justify, hey, you're wrong, I'm right, I'm having so much fun. Well, great for you, Skipper, because guess what? I don't know why you're here watching this. Why are you here? Why are you even in the comments section? The reason you're here is because you're not sure about yourself. You're not confident in your purchase. You're not confident in your choices, because if you were, you wouldn't be watching this. You wouldn't be downvoting. You wouldn't be arguing in the comments section, because people who are confident in their choices don't need to defend themselves. They don't need to argue about it. They just move on with their life. But people who love to argue, it's because they're insecure. And that's the people who love to debate and argue about Destiny. It's because they're insecure about their choices. And I'm here to tell you, those are the people that are rooting Destiny. Not only is it a guarantee that they're rooting Destiny, Bungie has even specifically said that they are so successful with these event cards. That is the reason that they even exist, because people talk about how they hate microtransactions and they hate the event cards, but Bungie's like, you all say you hate them, but this picture says otherwise. Yeah, people are buying them, and it's those people that are ruining the game, because Bungie thinks, oh, well, these are popular, so we're going to put more junk in the game. In fact, these people who buy the event cards are so much the problem with Destiny that this is why this happened. That's right, the starter pack, you're the reason for this crap. This is why they keep adding these egregious things, is because people are stupid and degenerate who buy these event cards. And listen, I normally don't complain about people spending their money. If you want to waste your money, I personally don't care. But it's such an impactful choice that is it's infecting the rest of the game. It is now starting to cross the line where it's impacting players like me and you, that these people who are spending money on these stupid microtransactions is opening the door for Bungie to try to be more egregious. And here's the big problem. This is not the first event. It's not going to be the last event. But what makes this the most egregious is that they are at this breaking point where people are leaving the game because of the microtransactions, because there isn't rewarding loot, because everything that's nice and pretty is in a store versus actually earnable in game. Like, for instance, the Warlord's Ruin. People are so brain dead that they don't realize that they paid for reused assets in the weapons and in dirt, ugly armor that looks like it could be ritual gear. There are people out there so desperate to try to say, well, you're wrong, this is the best looking stuff ever. Oh, I don't mind reused assets. Sure, I don't either, but not when I paid for something that should be new. It's just mind-blowing that people are so willing to eat dog crap and then try to sell it as ice cream. Listen, you can be hypercritical. You can want better. In fact, if we as a society did not ask for better, how many injustices in the world would be continue to happen in this world? How worse off would we be as a society if we didn't complain or fight for change, fight for improvement? The same thing is for gamers. It's like we live in this bubble that people are like, well, I'm willing to spend this money, so I don't know what your problem is. Guess what? You can want better. If the game improves, it improves for everyone. I know it's really hard for people with pea brains to comprehend, but if the game improves, it improves for everyone. Isn't that crazy? Boop. And the Dawning is nothing but a perfect example how Bungie is dropping the ball. They have done nothing to improve the experience, especially the new player experience. They've done nothing new to improve it. They've made the game grindier as all can be while shoving all these microtransactions into your face. The first thing a new player sees is, oh wow, I've got to buy this event card that's in this battle pass thing that's free, so I have to do this and this. Also, I have got to buy this armor and this armor. It's, oh man. And then they find out that that's the event. There's nothing spectacular, right? And I'm not saying that other games are perfect, right? The other games do mini events that aren't always so hot, right? Let's be honest. But look at Call of Duty, right? I know it's a first-person shooter it's not an MMO. But guess what? They literally have specific tuned playlists where you're running around playing the game with Santa stuff, Christmassy stuff. Like, it's fun, it's goofy. There's a playlist where you run around throwing snowballs. Listen, if Bungie took the effort to do something like that, even if it's just bare minimal, imagine a grandmaster running around just throwing snowballs for the fun of it, right? Obviously, there's people that are going to complain, well, that just kills the prestige of the game, and I just don't want that. Oh, no, I want my prestige. No one gives a crap. Shut up. No one cares. I would be okay if we did some broken, goofy stuff that is for like a weekend, right? Balls to the wall, do something crazy, do something new, do something fresh, do something fun. Can we have fun? What happened to having fun? Why is everything gotta be serious? Why is everything gotta be sweaty mode? Like, let's have fun. Why is everything gotta be tied to cosmetics? Why is everything gotta be paid? Why can't you just do something that's just fun? Can we return to that? Like back in the days of Halo. Did you pay for anything? Did you go really sweaty? Sure, against friends, but you mostly had fun. I remember playing LAN, and the best thing I did was going around with a sword and playing with shotguns, and it was fun, right? We were competitive, but it was fun. I wasn't trying to get like some grand reward. I wasn't trying to get some like crazy score or try to get noticed by some MLG because I think I'm hot stuff. No one gives a crap. We just want fun. At the end of the day, the Dawning has no sense of fun. There's nothing fun about it. And if you think it's fun, then you are delusional because there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's literally making cookies and throwing snowballs. I want you to point out where in the game this Dawning event really amps up the fun. Please. I know there's going to be people out there that are desperate to prove their point, but I'm here to tell you, yes, you are wrong. Can you have fun? Yes. But are you trying to convince the overall majority of people that this is the greatest? No, I don't think you are. But if you're trying to convince people that this is fun, you are crazy. There's absolutely nothing in this event that is worth your time, your effort, even the memento. Honestly, it doesn't, the fact that the presents don't even reward it, I would do the one mission to get your one memento. Just do it once, right? And either save the memento or use it on your favorite gun. I'm going to be honest. People are so glad about the memento, and I am too. But imagine if the memento was just a free shader you unlocked, and you could use it on everything. Wow, wouldn't that be crazy? Actually playing an event and unlocking a shader that you could just use? No, but if you want to unlock a shader, you can spend $20 for the event card, whatever it is, $10, $15, whatever, and you get a shader there that you can use on all guns. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Or you can go to the store and buy 4 different shaders for how many dollars it is. And that's the problem with the game. That's the problem with this event is it's not rewarding. It's not fun. Can you have some fun? Sure. Can you find some loot that you want to chase? Sure. It's all subjective. If you are a new player, you're desperate for a good fusion, you want Glacioclasm, great. You're desperate for an LMG, great. You're wanting that SMG, honestly, there's better world drops. I'm going to be honest. Like, that SMG's bad. It has never been good. It will never be good. Don't waste your time. And honestly, if you don't have an arc glaive, could you grab this one and make it serviceable? Sure. But nothing is meta. Nothing is like if you want to have fun, you have to get this gun, or you should get this gun. That is not the case at all. Like, not even like, I would say you're better off farming world drops and lost sectors than actually chasing the dawning weapons, because again, it's not rewarding. 16 cookies and I got 3 packages, and you have to choose, do I want the new memento or do I want a gun? And it's just not rewarding at all. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Again, there's going to be people downvoting this because I upset them. I jingled their jangles, and they feel like I upset them because now they have to think in their head and use their thought process. Man, maybe this isn't as good as I thought. Or people who bought the event pass are now trying to justify their purchase, which only shows that you are not confident in yourself and that I am very much correct. I love when stupid people make comments because it just only proves more how correct I am. Because it's not people like you and me who have a conversation. I have a lot of people that have a conversation about, maybe there's a gun that might be worth your time or something like that, right? Those are, oh, you guys are cool, right? We're cool. It's the people out there who just make general attacks and whine and complain or say, man, the algorithm is just so bad. I keep getting videos like this. I'm so tired of this negativity. Da, da, da. No, you're getting videos like this because more people in the community agree that you're stupid for thinking otherwise. You're stupid because you want people to justify your opinions, which are overly wrong. You want people to think and feel the way you want to feel, but the majority of people are tired of this crap. That's not just my bubble. This is the general consensus, and it's so much so the consensus, ladies and gentlemen, that why player population is nosediving. It is also why, and a big reason why this opinion is more realistic than in times past, it's because people are getting fired at Bungie. If the game was in such a great place, and people would not be fired, Bungie wouldn't be under sales, the community would not be nosediving. So next time you want to argue about, well, you're just wrong. No, you're wrong. You are in the minority. The majority has spoken, and that's why Destiny is currently dying. And it actually is dying now, so much so that people are losing their job. And there are going to be people out there who say, well, that's why we need to buy things. You are the dumbest person I have ever seen. How many times was your head used like a football and kicked across a football field? I'm not going to be guilt-tripped into spending money at an event just so someone keeps their job. That's not how life works. You're stupid. And you're not worth my time or my effort. We will look at you in the comment section, we will point and laugh, and then we'll move on. Listen, don't let people sell you dog crap and tell you it's chocolate. Get that crap out of your way and move on. Right? Get that crap out of there. Don't let people try to sell you dog crap. Just don't. Use your head. Think for yourself. In fact, even watching this video, if you're someone who is really questioning and wondering if this event, watch other videos. I challenge you. Watch other videos, not just mine, and challenge yourself. Think about it. Is this worth my time? Is it? Is it really? I'm going to be honest. It wasn't worth my time. It's subjective. It's subjective to you. But as someone who's veteran who spent a lot of hours, probably more than they should, playing this game, this is my viewpoint and feelings on this event. I challenge you to think openly about it, come up to your own conclusion, and if it is worth your time, then have fun, if that's what you want to do with your time. If you don't think it's worth your time and you are like, you know what, thank you for informing us, you're welcome. That's all it is to inform, based on my opinion, based on my experience. This is me informing you. You make your own choices. I'm not Daddy Mr. Gaming Counselor telling you, no, you can't do this event. No, you can't have fun with it. No, I'm just telling you, You're crazy if you do. That's my personal opinion. But if you want to do it, go ahead. No one's stopping it. Have fun. It's your life, okay? But if you want the real honest opinion, no. This Dawning is a letdown. It's not worth your time. They did nothing new. They didn't even put any effort to do anything unique. They did nothing. It is a disappointment, and it is things like this for the very reason that this community, well, is tired of Destiny, and many people are walking away. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. I thank you for your time. Again, this was off scripted. This is just me doing it in front of the screen. I am hot and sweaty, and with that, I'm going out. I'm going away. Okay, so have a good one. Until next time, be the best version of yourself. And I don't have my controller. Oh, now I do. Game out. Peace.